Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the channel. We are today Thursday, January 9th, 2020. It is a beautiful day over here. Well, from the inside, I'm pretty sure that the streets are really, especially of Port-au-Prince, are not reflecting what I'm saying. But from the house, it is a beautiful day. It is really sunny. It is not so hot. And hold on, there's a car. There's a car that's like right in front of the house. I hope we are way in the afternoon. I'm already a little bit late with this video today, but I still wanted to come in and I still wanted to film. Although the topic discussion is going to be related to love, I have to admit that I look a little bit gothic for such a light-hearted or romance. However, for today, we are going to look at this topic discussion in a very different manner. Before we get in, I want to tell you guys that I apologize for any noise that you may hear as I film this video. It is afternoon. The house is pretty quiet, but the streets are pretty busy. I apologize. So what are we going to talk about for today? As I mentioned to you in the vlog that I did 2 weeks ago, I told you guys that, oh God, hold on guys, give me a second. I'm so sorry. There's like a lot of commotion, you know, the neighbor. He spent about 3 months, he was not parking his vehicles in his parking lot because I told you he works for the Crooks. So he's back parking in the parking lot, and the parking lot is like right in front of our house. So I have to deal with him and his mess. But anywho, so I told you guys already in the vlog that I made for you on Sunday that I wanted to, okay, now listen, I don't have any notes. We're not gonna have any notes for this week. I haven't been really in the mood to write. I've been working, trying to balance like the work-life thing, and so far I don't have any direct notes, so bear with us with this video. I also would want to talk about what's going on in the US, so we're going to talk about that, but for now I really felt the need to come with this video. Why? Because in the vlog that I mentioned for you, that I posted for you already, I expressed for you how I did you know, kind of like, I don't want to say that I felt a particular way in the love department. I just realized that I didn't have familiar support, especially cultural support, when it comes to my particular lifestyle. And one thing that I've always wanted to do, which is, if you guys have been following me for a long time, I always want to leave something behind, not only for a younger person, like for younger people who are watching my videos, or older people or people my age, but I always feel like, you know what, if I feel like this is like a subject that is really touching, if I feel like this is a subject that people are not talking about, and then this is actually an opportunity for me to come forward and to bring that up to you guys. So what are we going to speak about and what has been on my mind? So we're going to talk about the love department. We're going to talk about the fact that I am a woman in my mid-30s, that I have never been married, that I don't have any children, and that I am from a particular culture where it's kind of like, what's going on, right? I get these questions all the time. And lately, you guys will be surprised at what people come up to me and tell me this like messy craziness as to why I don't have a man and no children, no husband. So what are we going to, so how are we going to start? The first thing that I'm going to say is that this year alone, I have realized that truthfully, you know, I'm gonna have to be honest. I have realized that women are not really as evolved as they claim that they want to be. How and why am I saying that? You know, like as women, we've definitely moved in the world, meaning that as women, you know, we can vote, we can, you know, we can work. We are asking for people to give us the same equal pay as a man. We are requiring the same rights as men. But how true is it? It's not true. I'm so sorry. This is so for my younger women or women my age or older. You are welcome to comment. Women, there's there's never going to be such a thing as women equality in this world. No, I don't believe so, because I believe that as women, we have really a role in society. And in society, our role is to be peacekeepers, it is to be lovers, it is to be healers, it is to be, you know, kind of like change makers. And of course, a man can also be that. I do believe that men can also be healers. I believe that men can be lovers, and that men can, but it's not like, when I really think about it, we really do have differences as genders. I do believe so. So I believe that, you know, it becomes, I don't want to say a burden, but, you know, in order for a woman to marry, bring forth children, and, you know, do all the things that people want them to do, then you really need a provider. You need a man who is able and capable to give you the lifestyle that you would need in order to flourish in your womanhood. That's how I really see it. Which brings me back to, you know, thinking about, you know, when people say, I don't go into it with people, especially culturally, because culturally speaking, the Haitians, you know, should really question themselves about the way that they even mate and the way that they choose to have children and bring forth children in this world. And that's for any type of Haitians, right? Because I believe that as Haitians, you know, the Haitian people just have children to have children because it's something that needs to be. And, you know, when I think about, look at this condition that people have to live in a country like Haiti, look at the mess. And this is coming from a woman who has means. People who don't have not even like a quarter of what I have children. Do I feel that they shouldn't have children? No, absolutely not. This actually opens me up to realize and to understand, and as I mentioned to you before, that the value of a Haitian person, their worth a lot is in family. It's in having children. A Haitian won't have any money, but will have many children because they believe that their legacy is in having children. And I agree with that in a particular way. However, you know, maybe it's because I have lived different lives, different places. I have opened myself to different type of like adventure, different things that I have exposed myself, that I realized that, well, you can't bring forth children just because you want to bring forth children. You actually want to bring forth children, and you want to have a lot to give to them, right? So these discussions are not open in my culture. It's not, people don't go at, you see how like I can sit here and I'm opening up all these cans to you. People in Haiti they don't go in this depth when it comes to mating and when it comes to bringing forth children. I believe that they just understand that they need to have children. Culturally, the many things that I get is people say to me that I'm selfish. First, they come up to me and they say that. They say to me that, oh, you have to look at the fact that, you know, there are people who have nothing and they have children. So what do you mean that you don't want to have children? Look at all that you have. Look at all that you can bring forth. And I always feel like they look at it as their point of view. They look at it from a very tunnel vision point of view. They look at it as far as like, oh, you're going to bring forth a child, you know, you're going to have means. What else is there to do? I don't look at life like that. Not anymore. Not in the last 6 years. First and foremost, I feel like, you know, the last 10 years of my life have been very karmic. I feel like I've switched geared in so many levels. I feel like it has been the last 6 to 7 years has been major growth for me in my mentality and my, you know, my spiritual life and the way I handle people, the way I, you know, in my professional life. So for me, this is going to be for me. I don't believe that I could have been the woman that I am today if I were in a relationship with anyone. I don't believe that I would have had that self-growth, that self-development, that understanding of who I am. I do believe that in order for any individual, where is that you want to be, where is that you are a man or a woman or transgender, whatever, however you choose to live your life, I do believe that you're going to have major growth if you take time for yourself. Now, I've taken a little bit of over 5 years to myself. I had a lot of work to do within myself. I had to find my way. I had to find myself. I had to understand the woman that I was becoming. I had to understand, you know, certain cultural things in order to move along in my professional life, realizing that, you want to do something for Haiti, but why was you called back into Haiti? What was the route for you? Why is it that you chose that route? Why is it that you continued in that route? I could have never have gone through what I went through in the last 6 years of my life if I had a mate, if I had to focus on a man or a woman or children or any other things. The last 6 years of my life has developed me a lot. So which brings me about to some of the people that I am encountering now into my life. You guys saw that I reconnected with an old friend that are now married, and or just different men that are probably at all with me, and they have mates, and they probably are looking at the fact that, well, you know, I wish that I had a woman like you. The reality is, you have to realize that your mate has sacrificed their self-development to be able to give you a family, to be able to bring forth your children. So different women brings different things to the table. I always say to any man who looks at me and feel like, oh my God, like I wish it was you that I had chosen, or I wish I was with you. I feel like you are overlooking the fact that if you were with me 10 years ago, 6, 7 years ago, you would have not had the woman that I am right now. Right? It took time. It took self-development. It took maturity. It took growth. It took, you know, expansion for me to be who I am now. Now, let's talk about the fact that it is 10 years now. How do I feel? Do I want to be in a relationship? Do I want to have children? Do I want to bring forth a family? I feel like I do want to have a family. I feel like the next few years of I feel like I will have a family, but I don't believe that I will have a family the way, you know, people have families. I don't believe that, because one thing that I have realized with myself is that I am a giver. Probably to my detriment, I overgive. I am a lover of individuals, of children. So I don't see the way that I am. I don't think that I could keep my love for just a husband and our children, right? I will not go down that route. I can see it. You guys can see it too with my lifestyle, with the work that I do. I want to love children, and I want to be able to bring forth so that's someone sending me a message right now. I want to be able to, I want to open different centers, right? There's a lot that I want to do. So I feel like when it comes to bringing forth a family, maybe I will do so, but maybe I will do so in a very particular, in a different way. Maybe I will expand my love. Maybe I will just, you know, do other things. Like you guys see, when I work with kids, I feel so fulfilled. I love them. I enjoy them. I just, you know, it's been 2 years since I haven't worked with them. I'm already feeling like I want to work with them. And yes, you know, maybe along the way, I will maybe birth 1 or 2 children, maybe. But if it doesn't happen that way, I don't believe that it's the end of the world, right? If I don't give birth, if I choose to, I feel like I have to be apologizing to people all the time. Like, this is probably one of the reasons why I just do not entertain these Haitian people, because the level of bullshit that they bring into my attention, it makes me 2 ways. When I'm in a good mood, I just laugh it off. When I'm in a bad mood, I really go off with them. Like, I say some very nasty thing. Now, I have a girlfriend that I love dearly, who loves me, who's known me since I was a teen. And the other day she had a deep conversation with me. She said to me, I really want to have this conversation with you because I want you to understand that it's not that I don't understand what you want out of life, but I don't want it to be that you get to a particular age and that you look back and that you regret the fact that you don't have any children. And she said to me, it's great the way that you see the world. It's great that you love children. It's great that you have so much love. But then she said something. She said that other people's kids are not your kids. She said you're going to get to a point where you're going to want to have your own kids. I didn't say anything to her, but after that conversation, I was like, well, how much love? I mean, I am putting this out there and I really want your response, because I know that a lot of like American people follow me, Black American women, women from other nations. So just comment. And even if you are Haitian and you look at things from a different, whether you are a man and you want to give an input into this particular video, this is why I'm making it. I feel like I have to defend my position in life these days. You know, it's like you can choose the type of lifestyle that you want to have. Now, I'm not saying that I don't want it to happen. And the reason that I'm also bringing it to your attention is because there are women that I know that are older than me, that are in their mid-40s, that are living the lifestyle that I'm living, meaning that, you know, they are women who do a lot of projects, you know, but they never talk about that. They never talk about the fact that they don't have any children. And sometimes I feel like when I bring it up to them, they kind of like brush it off as if, oh, you know what, my life is perfect, my life is fabulous, I don't want to have any children. And I feel like it's a lie, because the reason that I feel like it's a lie is because this year, like the past 5 years, I was not thinking about that. I think I was moving too much, doing too many things. But this year, it could just be also the fact that I'm living here in Haiti, and Haiti is a country that is predominantly evolving around family, evolving around children. Haiti has a huge, like Haitian people have many children at early age. So maybe it's that. Maybe it's the fact that I've been here for a little longer and people in my surrounding, like my peers, have families. So maybe that's why it's been kind of like floating on my mind a lot more than the past. So I wanted to bring this up because if you are watching this video and you are in your mid-20s, I say live life. There is an amazing woman that I met 2017. I remember sitting with her and talking to her, and you know, we got to talk, and then I did express to her that I didn't have any children, and you know, I was not married. And she said, is it your choice, or is it, at the time I was at 33, she said, is it your choice? Or I said to her, well, you know what, I always feel like, so far I feel like I really don't want to be tied down. I want to really, I'm an adventurous by heart, guys, and I'm a nomad. Like, the only reason that I've been in Haiti for a year is because, you know, I needed to be, but I like to pack and go. I can't be in one place for a long time. I get bored easily. Like, I have very small attention. Like, I like to move along. And she said something to me. She said, you know, I have 2 children and I am married. And she said that I am like you, just as like you. I'm always taking trips in Africa. I'm always doing something. She said, you can include your children in that type of lifestyle. She said, a lot of times, like, my son would go with me into my trips since the time that he was a child. And she said, my husband also understands. So I believe that if it's going to happen for me, then it's, you know, it's going to happen maybe the way that she said it. Because what I appreciated with someone like her, well, she's not also from my culture. She's an African-American woman, a Black woman. What I appreciated with talking to her, and she's not the only one that I've spoken to outside of my culture. I remember speaking to another woman, also American woman, bringing that up to her attention. And these women helped me see that, you know, maybe I was looking at life and bringing children up in a particular way, and doesn't have to be like that. Like, I can include my children in the lifestyle that I choose for myself. Like, if I want to travel with my children, that would be also very good. If I don't want to have the traditional family, then that's also very good. If I don't want to have my children go to a 9-to-5 school, or I want to homeschool, that's also is very good. So these were really kind of like the women that I open up with, women who understand my lifestyle, women who understand that as a woman we do want to bring forth children, but it may be that we do not want to live the quote-unquote usual life that people are living. So this is really what I had to say in that particular topic, because maybe some of you might want to ask me these questions, but you might feel, you know, that you don't want to. Plus, you know, I do respect you guys, because you guys have never really come to me and asked me these questions, and I always feel like it's very personal for a woman. But, you know, since it's not like something that's too personal as far as like medical, as far as like, you know, oh, you can't get a man or none of this, it's just something kind of like, this is the lifestyle so far that I have, and I want to continue in my path. And, you know, I'm just kind of like trying to wing it out, and trying to figure out like, okay, which way do we move from here, as far as like bringing children into this world, as far as like, you know, getting a partner, getting married, and all of that. This is really what I have to say. I hope that I touched on the topics that, like, the points to leave something behind for younger women, or for women like myself. I feel like sometimes also in my culture, I do feel like a lot of women got married, but it was for the wrong reasons. You know, I feel like people get married just because, you know, it's kind of like the thing to do. But then a couple of years down the line, especially if you get married in your mid-20s, early 20s, and then after that, as you start to grow, you realize that this is really not the route that you wanted, or this could have been not the person that you would have been married to. Or you get married and you imagine or envision a particular lifestyle too, only find out that it's really not the lifestyle that you envision. Just like oh no, we're not gonna talk about that. So that's really what I had to say. I don't know if I want to talk about the marriage culturally. If you guys are interested into that, what I mean by marriage culturally, I mean that, you know, the Haitian people have a set way of wanting their children to, you know, go to school, not date, and then bring in this marriage thing up. I didn't touch about that because, you know, that's not really what I really wanted to bring. But if you guys are interested in that, then I will definitely come with a video and talk about that. So thank you so much for watching this video. Do not forget that I run consultation. Registration is now open. Feel free to check the information on the description box below. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video.